Hey everybody, Megan Caffrey here, checking in from our Big East studios in New York City with a fresh episode of Fast Break ahead of a full weekend of conference play. On tap for today, we've got plenty of headlines, also an interview with Xavier head coach Melanie Moore, and a look ahead to some of those conference matchups. But before we get into all of that, let's just have a moment for the impressive start to the season that Big East women's basketball teams have had. Get this, entering the season, Big East teams are combined 56-14 against non-conference opponents. That also includes some pretty big-time wins against ranked opponents. Which brings us perfectly to our first headline. Earlier this week, the AP released their latest top 25, and 4 Big East teams were in there. This is the first time since the last poll of the 2012-13 season that the league had 4 teams, starting with UConn at number 3. The Huskies are undefeated on the season at 5-0, including 3 wins over ranked teams. And then Creighton has continued to climb every week since entering the poll at number 21, open up the season to now a program high of 13 in this week's poll. The Jays are also undefeated on the season at 6-0, including 2 wins over top 25 teams. Marquette broke into the top 25 for the first time this week since the 2018 season. The Golden Eagles having a really impressive Thanksgiving tournament, which included their highest ranking win in program history over then number 3 Texas. Villanova is also in the top 25 for the 3rd time this season at number 25. Which leads us to Maddie Siegrist, our second headline. The senior forward for Villanova is off to an incredible start for her season. She hit the 2,000 career point mark this weekend, becoming just the 3rd player in Villanova history to do so. She finished with 25 points in their game over USF with more than 2,000 career points. And how about this? Siegrist is also receiving national recognition. She is on both the Wooden and the Wade watch list. And actually, she is one of 5 Big East women's basketball players on the Wooden watch list and one of 3 on the Wade watch list. UConn's AZ Fudd and DePaul's Anissa Morrow are also both on both of those lists along with Siegrist. Morrow putting up double-doubles in all 3 of DePaul's games in the Elevance Health Fort Myers tip-off tournament. Turning to Xavier, when speaking with head coach Melanie Moore, she told us there are 3 pillars for her Musketeers program: family, integrity, and competitive greatness. Here's more.
Xavier's incredible, first of all, academic school. It's one of the best. So the degree that you get from Xavier is going to take you places. Talk about a community of students and professors that are connected. They care. And they eat, sleep, breathe basketball. Like, this is a basketball school, and you feel it the minute you walk on campus. Students to professors to alums. Hey coach, good morning coach, what's up coach, good luck. You know, you feel it, and that's what makes Xavier so unique and so special. Xavier women's basketball is 3 things. It's family. And it's everybody in our family making sure they know their role and they're just as important as the person next to them, from the players to our coaches to everybody. Next thing is integrity. It's doing the right thing when no one's watching, making sure we instill an honesty in them on their everyday, today living. And then the last thing is competitive greatness, and that's being the best version of yourself every single day. And that's on the court, in the classroom, and in the community. We've been to 2 Elite Eights, not 1, but 2. Xavier women's basketball has tradition, and it's our jobs to get it back and go with the vision, which is hang banners. When I wake up every day, I'm living the dream. I love what I do, and it's my why, because you take an 18 to 22, now with COVID years, 24-year-old, and just the mentoring and the empowering that happens in that age group, it's special, and that's my why. I love seeing them come in, and they're kind of shoulders sunken in, they're unsure of who they are, and by the time they leave Xavier, their shoulders are back, their voice is strong, and they know exactly who they are and where they're going.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3, together!
You can catch Xavier on FS1 at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday as they take on Georgetown. Now let's take a look at today's schedule. You can grab your coffee because we are starting with Big East Hoops at 11 a.m. Eastern Time as Marquette takes a visit to Georgetown. You can catch that game on the BEDN on Flow Sports. And then 4 games tip off this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, including 1 game on SNY as Providence takes a trip out to face the 3rd-ranked UConn Huskies. Turning to Sunday, all 11 teams are in action on Sunday. The lone non-conference game on the schedule tips off in the afternoon as UConn faces Notre Dame. That will be on ABC. And then 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You heard me say it once. I'm telling you twice. FS1. It's a nationally televised matchup as Xavier visits Georgetown. Be sure you're following us at Big East WBB on Twitter for all of the highlights and the latest. 'Tis the season, Big East women's basketball fans. It is officially league play. We're back, baby.